When your brain seems to be functioning at a level that barely registers, it can feel like you need to constantly remind people that you're actually still breathing. It's like a never-ending effort to prove that you're not just a ghost wandering through life. Maybe it's the feeling of constantly needing validation, or perhaps it's just the reality of trying to navigate a world that expects a lot more than you're willing to offer. But at the end of the day, being alive doesn't need a reminder. It's clear to those who matter.
Good morning. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Braley presiding. Okay, and I need you unmuted at the jail. There we go. Can I have your name, please?
For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. How we doing today, Ms. Braley?
We are upright, if nothing else.
Great.
So, okay. And you said your name is Thomas Styron.
The second.
The second.
And then I'm the natural person, the living.
Some things in life need to be broken down so simply that even the least informed can grasp them. And let's face it, sometimes you need to explain things in terms so basic, it feels like you're talking to someone who's been living under a rock. The simplicity required to help them understand feels almost absurd. It's a reality we all face when trying to communicate with people who just can't seem to keep up with the basics. But you do it because, well, it's a necessary evil.
Okay, thank you for your patience there. We had a little bit of a kerfuffle. So,
No problem.
recalling case number 19S00472, that is the state of Michigan versus Thomas Ulrich Styron, the second, you said, and also calling 24W001025, that is the township of Ypsilanti, also versus Thomas Ulrich Styron. So state your name for the record.
So, for the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case is not me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And me being a living person, I don't my name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name nor
Okay, I'm going to cut you off right there. Okay.
I don't have no contracts with the state of Michigan at all, period. And so I was wondering about personal jurisdiction, subject matter jurisdiction in regards to.
There's a common misconception that how a name is written dictates your identity. So when a name appears in all capital letters, people think it's some impersonal bureaucratic tag that has no bearing on who you are. But let's be real, just because it's written a certain way doesn't change the fact that it's you. Whether it's in ink or presented in a cold, impersonal legal format, your identity remains unshaken. The name may be stylized differently, but it's still yours to own.
Okay. And you can continue to wonder about those at the moment. What I am doing, you have a show cause hearing on the matter ending in 472, which is the retail fraud charge. I'm showing a balance of $210 on that. And then what you're being arraigned on, that is what I am here to explain the charge against you, is a citation issued on April 2nd, 2024 at 9:24 in the evening that charges that you operated a motor vehicle on North Ford Boulevard at or near Russell Street with no license on your person. Do you comprehend the charge against you?
I do not. I don't even own a license. I canceled my license years ago.
Often amusing how people believe their understanding of the world holds so much weight, even when it's clearly flawed. The harsh truth is, not everything in this world depends on how much you understand, especially when your understanding is completely off track. It's almost laughable how some people assert their knowledge as fact, only to be proven wrong by something as simple as common sense. In the grand scheme of things, your grasp on things isn't always what will save you.
Okay. So, what you are being charged with is operating a motor vehicle without having a license on your person. So, I'm not asking if you agree with this. I'm not asking if you have a license. I'm asking if you understand the words coming out of my mouth as far as what this charge is.
The charge is accused me of not having a driver's license on my person, correct?
Correct.
Well, from my understanding, I I need a driver's license if I'm in commerce. I was ne I was traveling home.
Okay.
I wasn't doing business at all. And also from my understanding, I don't need a license to do that.
And your overstanding is incorrect, sir. But we are not going to get into that for now. You are saying that you have understood the words as far as not having a license on your person. It is a misdemeanor charge with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both.
So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
So
At this time, the court is going to set a pretrial date for you. That will be before Judge Washington.
ma'am, can we prove the jurisdiction first before we go ahead with setting a trial for that entity or a pretrial for that entity? I don't. Yeah.
I hear you. And at this point, you are appearing in front of the court. You have put your name on the record. And yes, we are setting a pretrial date for you.
I did put my name on the record, and my name that I put on the record is not the same name that you have attached to that case.
When you find yourself in the system, it can feel like every step is a forced march to an unknown destination. The very idea that your straw man, that fictitious legal persona, is making the decisions for your living man is almost poetic in how absurd it sounds. Yet that's the reality for many. The courts impose rules, and while you may feel like you're being coerced into compliance, it's the legal framework that keeps pushing you forward. The truth is, you're fighting a battle between what you know and what they say.
And you can provide documentation of such at your pretrial date, which is going to be June 26th.
So the documentation that I have published, recorded in with, excuse me, sorry, the documentation I have published and recorded on the record, on the state of Michigan record, that says what I just told you, that I'm not who you have, that I'm not the name you have attached to that case. That's I need to bring that with me, is what you're saying? It being already recorded and on the state of Michigan records. Not
So
good enough?
whatever documentation you have,
Mhm.
bring it with you to your pretrial date. That is what I am telling you, yes. So. And again, that court date, June 26th? Okay, will be June 26th at 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. The court will enter a that you are standing mute to all charges at this time.
So we're just assuming jurisdiction, though, correct?
Yes.
How? From my understanding, that has to be proved before we even proceed with anything else. Am I wrong?
It's always nice to take a moment and acknowledge the people who contribute to the content you create. Old Squishy Gardner, for example, deserves a special mention for sending in this particular video. Without those contributions, many of these court content gems would remain buried. It's easy to get caught up in creating your own, but giving credit to those who help bring ideas to life is equally important. So here's to you, Squishy, for making things more interesting.
You are not correct. The court will also set a personal recognizance bond in this matter. Basically, you are promising to show up for that June 24th court date at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington, where you will have your pretrial. Okay, so at this point, your hearings are concluded. You are free to stand up and tell the jail that you are finished.
So I need to be there under threat, duress, coercion of going to jail?
And that's all for today. It's been a wild ride, but the legal circus has to continue without us for now. As always, I'm Team Skeptic, and it's time to sign off. Whether you agree or disagree, the journey doesn't stop here. More twists and turns are ahead, and I'll be here to break them down. So as I sign off, don't forget, the world is full of surprises and the story is never quite over. Until next time, stay skeptical, stay curious, and stay tuned.